Hey guys, this is Corey with Gamechurch. I'm here with Trey with the new NBA Jam that's going to be coming out. Really psyched about this game. A game that I played when I was younger, and now get to try it out. The new style. So what's new about this version of NBA Jam versus the old one that we played a while back?
Sure. You know, our bread and butter is all about taking you back to your happy place. I mean, the original arcade cabinet NBA Jam did over $1 billion 1 quarter at a time in 1993. I mean, it's such a great game, and not just a sports game, it's a video game. It's a classic video game franchise, and like when we were given the opportunity to bring it back, it was kind of like we partied at first. We're like, woo, we're making NBA Jam, and the next morning we're like, oh, no, wow, we got to make NBA Jam now. So like nailing that classic experience was key for us early. And it was just like we had a list of things that you had to check. Can you catch on fire? Can you smash the backboard? You know, the shove. And then it was all about really nailing that core gameplay experience. It should feel exactly like it feels back in the day. Now, on the new stuff, you know, it's been 17 years. We wanted to add some more strategy. An example of that on the gameplay front is back in the day, it was kind of like shove or be shoved. We wanted to add another layer of strategy to that by adding the spin move. So the ball carrier now, instead of just trying to avoid the shove, if they know their buddy's coming at them and they're going to shove them, you can spin and you'll shove right through them. So, and then you've got an open hoop. So we've added some gameplay stuff. The alley-oop. The alley-oop was never in the original Jam, and it's such a huge thing on the co-op front. You know, we'll get two complete strangers here on the floor at PAX, and they'll do a perfectly executed alley-oop and like high-five each other. And you know, it's awesome, awesome, awesome to see. And this is the first time that we've just given it out to the gamers, and the gamers are loving it, picking it up right away. It makes my job super easy. It's like, here's the controllers, rock out. And you know, they've been having a blast. So we got 2 campaign modes. The first one is classic campaign. It's the ladder tournament that you remember from back in the day. You know, like a worst to first thing. We sprinkled in some legendary battles, and I'll let you know right now that the final battle in that campaign mode is against Bird and Magic. Oh, yeah. So really cool stuff there.
Yeah, that's all. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and then the other half of the game is something we're calling Remix Tour. And it's really about, you know, keeping that core gameplay mechanic, but messing around with the cameras and the rule sets. You know, an example of that is we've got a game called Backboard Smash, which is kind of like Jam meets Street Fighter. So each stanchion has its own health bar, and if you just like sink a normal shot, it'll just take a sliver of health away, but if you're on fire and you do an alley-oop, then it'll take a big chunk. And like the object of the game is to destroy your opponent's backboard before they destroy yours. And then we've got boss battles, and we had a one-on-one prototype that was a lot of fun that we played early on, and we recognized there's so much strategy there that we started going, okay, what about a one-on-one boss battle against Magic Johnson? What would that be like? So he like disappears and passes to himself, and you know, really, really cool stuff. It should be old school, like Punch-Out style, where you like recognize patterns, exploit weaknesses, and like the first 20 times you play him, you're like, how am I ever gonna beat this guy? And then you have that aha moment of, and then, you know, it's really satisfying when you finally beat the bosses. So lots of old stuff. If you're an old school fan, that's who we made this game for. But the remix stuff adds a whole lot of new stuff.
Cool. That is awesome. That's all really cool. Tell me a little bit about the rosters. You kind of alluded a little bit to the Magic Bird. They're going to be making an appearance. What about the rosters? They're all current. How did they come apart? Maybe you just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. You know, just like back in the day, we wanted to make sure you can't have the entire roster of a team, because then it senses to be special, you know, and everybody wants to play with the highest, you know, the superstars of the team anyway. So what we did was the fans were such a big part of bringing this game back. I can't stress that to you enough. It's been really tough getting new games going in the market right now, and I actually had a slide from a deck that I pitched to Peter Moore to get this game greenlit. That was just a collection of quotes from you guys saying, I want Jam back, and please bring Jam back. So you guys helped us bring this game back.
So it's back. It's back.
It is back. Thank you for that. And to kind of thank the fans for that kind of stuff, we did 2 contests on Facebook that were awesome. The first one was we let the fans pick the top 3 guys, and that was about 6-8 months ago. So there were a couple of trades that have happened since then, but we always default to what the fans.
So is LeBron with the Heat?
He is, and you can play with him on the floor if you'd like. Yeah, that's an Uber team. It's an Uber team. And then we talked about legends. We've got over like 40 legends that are coming back. A lot of guys that have never been in Jam, like Magic and Bird. We've got a bunch of other ones, Hakeem Olajuwon. You know, we definitely are going towards the guys that were in the original Jam and those original 2 matchups, like where you've got a small shooting guard and a big blocker. So if you had a favorite team to play in back there, chances are we've got them in this one. We've got a whack load of secret characters. We know how important that was back in the day, and we're going to be as true to that original Jam as we can. It's been awesome.
Thank you so much for your time. I am pumped for this game. I cannot wait. I will be.
Could you make this interview longer, please?
I will. We're going to take another half an hour. He's just mad because this is a game I'm excited about. We're finally talking about something Corey gets fired up about. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to this game coming out. We need to go get this game, guys. All right, see ya.
You guys getting hungry?
Seriously already?
Yeah.
Really? Whatever. Hey, I just remembered. My car is really low on gas.